Hello, wonderful viewers of Shine TV. It's yet another beautiful Tuesday noon, and I'm glad to welcome you all to Beyond the Vows show. On the show, we talk about marriage, love, and all it entails. Yes, quickly, we would like to Quickly, we would like to mention our sponsors for the show. We have Apostle Felix Henry Dowu of Abundant Grace Apostolic Church, Deacon Emmanuel Owusu, Fredco Constructions Limited. Please call them for all your building purposes on 0549 8001. Yes, we have Biola Collections. They are into all kinds of clothing, male and female. Just give them a call on 0557 112 508. We have Frank Mark Clothing. Please call her on 0243 647 964. Yes, you can see some pastries here and some drinks here. Sealess Sweet Fingers at Tema Newtown provided us with all these things. Please, if you need any for any occasion at all, please make sure you give them a call on 0546 304 126. If you want to sponsor our shows or any of the shows on Shine TV, please, it is very much allowed. Give us a call on 0544 961 447. Yes, my beautiful makeup too was done by iGlam. She is located at Tema Newtown. If you need her, please make sure you give her a call on 020 818 3221. Yes, if you are just joining, you are welcome to Beyond the Vows show, where we talk about marriage and everything it entails. The aftermath of what really happens after saying I do is what we are coming to discuss here. We have amazing guests. They are pace setters and they are kingdom assets. We have them here in the studios this afternoon, and they are about to share amazing things with you. I'm sure you wouldn't like to miss. Please call a friend to tell another friend that we are live on Beyond the Vows show. I would urge you all to like, follow, and share to bless a brother and bless a sister. There is a quote that says that marriage is beyond love. It's a partnership and in hopes for life. Keeping it alive and keeping it real is one's own journey. Yes, like I said, we have guests here, and I would like to introduce them to you. They are kingdom assets, a wonderful man and a wonderful woman of God. Firstly is Reverend Mrs. Letitia Latte from Living Word Ministries. Reverend Mrs. Letitia Latte, Mommy, please, you are welcome.
Thank you.
We are glad to have you here.
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we have Pastor George Esel from Winners Chapel. Pastor George Esel from Winners Chapel. Daddy, please, you are welcome. It's nice to have you here. Please, can you do a brief introduction of yourself for us? I'm starting with you, please.
All right, my name is Pastor.
Yeah.
And I'm a pastor in Winners Chapel.
Okay.
I've been married for the past
30 years. 13 years. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, Mommy, please, can you do a brief introduction of yourself?
I'm also Letitia Latte from the Living Word Outreach Ministries. I've been married for close to 40 years now.
Wow. 40 years.
To the glory of God.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. 40 years is not a joke, Mommy. Please, what's keeping your 40 years of marriage?
Grace.
Grace.
Understanding and commitment.
Wow. Grace, understanding, and commitment is what has kept Mommy's 40 years of marriage and still counting by the grace of God. Yeah, so please, if you have joined today, by the grace of God, we are going to be reading Facebook comments. We are going to be reading. So please make sure you share and comment. Keep the comments coming as we kickstart our conversation. So the topic for today is marital shockers. Marital shockers, the hidden realities and unspoken truths of marriages today. the hidden realities and unspoken truths of marriages today. You know, a lot of counselors and some pastors out there sometimes try to hide the truth from young ladies and from young men because they would say that the so they would like to hide some things. But over here on the show tonight, we are believing God that our mommy and our daddy will share the realities that you are supposed to know as a young girl before you say I do. And our father here will share the realities that you are supposed to know as a young guy before you say I do. It is just not about saying I do. There are some realities that your pastor has not told you. There are some realities that that counselor has not told you because they are afraid that you may not enter. But we are believing God that they will tell us today not to scare you, but just to get you prepared for the journey ahead, because I believe that it is not an easy thing. And it is not just about the veil. It is not just about the beautiful ceremony, not just about the beautiful makeup. There is more to it. And that is why we are here to discuss all that. So yes, if you are just joining in, please make sure you comment, like, and share. We are talking about marital shockers, the hidden realities and unspoken truths of marriages today. So first of all, Mrs. Lati, please, how should a woman prepare for marriage, and what are the aspects that a woman, a young lady out there should be prepared for marriage before accepting a young guy's proposal to be married to?
Thank you for the question.
Mm.
And good afternoon to your cherished viewers.
Okay.
Seriously, I want to step back a bit
Okay.
to maybe say when.
Mm.
So when I look at maybe age 5,
Okay.
4, 5,
Okay.
as a girl, as at that time, we are preparing for marriage, but you see, like unconscious something. That day, the mother tells the small girl, get your broom, go to the corridor and sweep.
Okay.
She's preparing for marriage.
Mm.
That day, she tells the girl, clean your teeth. I will show you how to clean your teeth. Or maybe your mommy takes the girl into the bathroom,
Okay.
shows her how to bath.
Mm.
She's preparing for marriage.
Okay.
So it has to start early.
Mm.
In the kitchen, when the mother is cooking, maybe whether shredding leaves or cutting whatever, and gives a blunt knife to that young girl
Okay.
to also try. The girl is learning how to cook.
Okay.
Washing, maybe wash your socks at age 5. From where I'm sitting now, somebody will say child abuse, but it works like that. If you don't catch them young, then we'll make a mistake in the end.
Okay.
So a woman, if that girl hasn't done this petty things from the beginning, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
Good. So now a woman, having learned, this basic, roll your mat, those things from the basis.
Okay.
Now, when we come to the woman herself,
Okay.
to prepare is to get ready for something you expect to happen. And so when you are preparing for marriage, it must include spirituality.
Okay.
Have a relationship with God the Father, God who created you. She knows your chemistry, and she knows what should come ahead of you. And so having that relationship with God, just ask God your purpose. Knowing your purpose will allow you not to marry any man.
Wow.
If you know your purpose in life. Yes, because if you don't know where you are going, you take any vehicle, and that becomes a shock.
Okay.
Now, you prepare spiritually. Secondly, you prepare financially, because you must find a career,
Okay.
something that brings you money, because marriage is not for girls.
Okay.
It's for people who are actually matured in the mind. And then thirdly, that girl has to prepare. She should be domesticated.
Okay.
Most of our girls don't know basics. These days, this is the era in which we are in, that somebody contrasts somebody, a married woman contrasts somebody every week, prepare Ghana soup, prepare palm soup, prepare this for us. And then they go there with their vehicle, carry these things to the home.
Wow.
The lady should be domesticated.
Okay.
And also that lady should be, she should learn personal hygiene. Wow. Personal hygiene doesn't necessarily talk about your body.
Okay.
Your surroundings too is inclusive. So you can't leave that carousel basin in the kitchen 3 days after preparing banku,
Mm.
and the stuff is still inside, you know.
Mm.
So you prepare spiritually, you prepare financially. You must be domesticated,
Okay.
and you know it's a lot.
Okay.
Preparation is a lot.
Preparation is a lot.
Mm,
Wow.
It's a lot.
Okay, so mommy says that you should be prepared financially, spiritually. You should be domesticated as a young lady before telling that young guy that you do. You should. It is not a joke. It is not just about. So if you are a young lady and you are less than 20 years and you are listening to us, perhaps you may think that you are not ready for marriage yet. So this time that you think you are not ready for marriage yet, mommy says that keep yourself clean, know how to brush your teeth. If mommy taught you and you didn't learn, this is the time for you to learn. This is the time for you to know how to do petty things as a young girl. There are young girls out there who don't even know how to cook. Mommy is saying that this is the time for you to be domesticated. And I guess that be domesticated. Make sure you learn all that across before you enter the age of 20 something, before a young guy tells you that he loves you, wants to get married to you, before you say, I do. Financially, physically, be domesticated, spiritually. Thank you so much,
And
mommy.
then finally,
Okay.
that girl should be knowledgeable, because the soldier learns shooting before the battlefield.
Wow.
The student studies the lessons. I mean, goes deep into whatever she had been taught before the examination. You don't go to see till the examination, then you are preparing for the examination.
Okay.
So that girl should have knowledge about marriage, what you are getting into. Read books about marriage.
Okay.
Maybe why men behave the way they do. You know, relationship with in-laws. What is marriage itself?
Yeah.
So all these things are preparations.
Okay. Okay. So mommy is saying that lastly, you need to read. Go on the internet and learn about relationships, learn about how men behave, learn about things they like, things they do not like. And then we believe that you have a beautiful marriage. So over to you, man of God. How do a man prepare for marriage? What are some things that a man has to put in place before he goes ahead to marry a young lady out there?
Okay, thank you. And again, I would like to say good evening to our cherished viewers. I will take it from where mommy started.
Okay.
You see, you begin to prepare for examination the day you will go to school.
Okay.
The first day you go to school, that's the first day you are being prepared for an exam. So the day you were born is the day you begin to be taught how to get into marriage.
Okay. Okay.
So just like a woman, a man also had to learn or have to be trained how to get life, and you are now preparing to get married. Okay. Now also, today's world, there is no feminism and male.
Okay.
So a man must be able to do all the things that a woman does in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. As a man?
Because mommy's time, women were not generally working.
Okay.
All right, so your wife will be in the house, and then you come and meet your wife. So food will be available. Washing will be done. But today, you go to work, I go to work.
Sure. Yeah.
So it is no more who is the wife, but who comes home early.
Okay.
So if you don't know how to cook, you'll be hungry. If you don't know how to wash, your clothes will be dirty. All right, because there are days your wife will tell I'm tired.
Okay.
Since we'll get to the reality.
Yes,
so
get there.
A man must learn how to wash, how to do all the jobs.
Okay.
So it is a call to adults who are watching to start to train their young men or their boys how to be domestic.
Okay.
And stop this attitude of it's only women who must know how to do things in the house. Everybody must know how to do something in the house.
Okay.
So if you come to my house, everybody, I have 2 boys, 1 girl. Because that's how my father taught me. you wash, you clean, you cook.
Wow.
So I know how to cook today, not because I wanted to get married, but I was made to know how to cook. And the eventualities of marriage today has helped me to appreciate what I was made to go through. Those days we think that they are wasting our time.
Yeah.
Why should we do these things? But today, it is benefiting.
So that you were not given the chance to play football.
Oh, in fact, I was, how would I put it? Football was, an embargo was put on it.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't play football. I couldn't enjoy football the way I want to enjoy it.
Oh.
So probably I would have been the
I'm a dependent on
or somebody else.
Okay.
My dad felt that no, that's not the way to go. All right, so men must learn how to do this thing.
Okay.
And then number two, a man must work.
Okay.
Because as the head of the home, he must be the primary provider. And then your wife will assist.
Okay.
So if you are not working, then you don't qualify to marry.
If you are not working, you are not qualified. Okay.
Yes.
So if you check from Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, when God created, the first thing he did to Adam was to give him job.
Oh, okay.
So he first of all gave him the garden to take care of the garden before Eve came.
Okay.
And if you check again our traditional system in the olden days, they first of all give you a farm, a land to farm on. So something to provide for yourself before they now go and look for a wife and give it to you.
Okay.
So you must have a work before you can marry. All right. Spirituality is key because it is your spiritual level that will determine your relationship with your wife.
Okay.
Your relationship with God is what determines your relationship with man. So if you have a wrong relationship with God, you have a wrong relationship with any man.
Wow.
Including your wife.
Wow.
So a solid foundation in
Christ
is very important as a father. And when you win the father, you win the family.
Wow.
Everybody will fall in line, but if you win the wife, not everybody will fall in line.
Okay.
But if you win the husband, so if the man is a Christian, he's born again, that's a solid foundation. His entire family will be solid.
Wow. Wow.
I hope I've done justice.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
to come in, you see, like he was saying, my boy in the house, he prepares banku.
Wow.
I remember one day I heard him, arguing with a friend that as for boys, they should not be washing, items of men, women, and blah, blah, blah. So I asked him, would your wife wash your bossa for you? He says, one day he was washing, and I put my skirt knickers in his washing water to wash. So that they'll be learning these things. Because when a woman is sick, who does the washing?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that idea of this thing is for men, this thing is for women, should be cancelled.
Okay.
One day somebody was saying that the wife was sick, and where they were, she has washed the lady's pants.
Wow.
And was dry. It was a compound house.
Okay.
And all that the people could say, these people who came around to were Christians. Hey, what do we do? The man was sick, and the man has washed their panties, was drying.
Wow.
What do we do? So it means that they wouldn't do it. And it's an error.
Wow.
If I can wash my husband's boxer shorts, why can't he wash my pants? But it's as if that is a preserve of women. And it's an error. It's an error.
Okay. Thank you so much. So Daddy is saying that you should be domesticated as a man. All is not for the women. The house chores is all not for the women. You can also do something as a man. It helps in marriage. We have Edmond Korte watching, Priscilla Ashoko Mensah, Thank you all for joining. Solomon Lomote, Selassie, Vera, Excel. Thank you all so much. Na Ajoko Tete, Isaiah Maybell, Solomon Odai, Presla Ashoko Menta, Pastor Enoch Blessing. Thank you all for joining. Yawo Ampa, Beyond the Vows, great show. God bless you. Shine TV. Please keep your comments coming. Amazia Zachite is watching. Some of your names, they are heavy, you people. We have Noel Owusu watching, Charlotte Ura watching. He says, God bless you, ma. Priscilla Asho comments, she's saying thank you. Thank you all for joining. Please make sure you keep sharing, keep your comments coming, because we just started and it's about to get very hot in here. We want to take our second question. What are some realities of marriages that young people should know? In fact, this place is very important because a lot of young girls and young guys out there believe that there are certain things that we don't know as young girls before we get married. There are things that they don't tell us, and sometimes you will not know why. I don't know if I don't know why, but there are things that people would deliberately not tell you, even though they have the experience. So we are believing God that you people will tell us the realities of marriages that we should expect and how we should prepare for it. First of all, to you, mommy.
It's a chunk. It's a chunk. But to mention a few.
Okay.
Young women don't know they are not only marrying their spouses.
Okay.
When you marry into a family.
Okay.
So it should not bother you when one day you are sitting down and your husband tells you, my sister is coming for a visit. You marry into the family. You understand? And then sometimes you see this expectation. So that when people go on their honeymoons, the things they do there.
Okay.
You see, at that time, even Bible says that for a year, the man should be allowed to enjoy the wife. So we wouldn't go for war.
Okay.
But over here, it can be a year, maybe a week or two.
Okay.
So that when you come back on work has started. So you don't expect that honeymoon thing.
Okay.
Inside there, when maybe the man will go to work at 7 o'clock and come back late in the evening, 10 o'clock. You understand?
Yeah.
To some of the women, it becomes, why were you doing this when we were courting? When we were in a courtship period, and now it's like you are just so that they forget the nitty-gritties of this whole thing. Maybe this man has gone to work with a heavy load on him. He comes home and it's like he's down.
Okay.
You see, so we should know we are married into a family. When those butterflies in us, when you see that I love you, yeah. It's like butterfly flirting in our body. But then they will subside and they will get to the real situation.
Wow.
And then young women should know that those days we were dependent on our parents when we were not working. Then got to a time when we were working, so of a sort we were independent.
Okay.
But immediately you marry, it becomes interdependent.
Wow.
So it is no longer what I want. You have to find a way, what we want. I hope you understand it. And then this word submissiveness. It's like you are standing under. You are like the umbrella.
Yeah.
When it's raining or whatever, we stand maybe under an umbrella.
Yes, please.
Most of us are not ready to do that thing. Because I'm seeing some error to somewhere that those days you have to live with your parents until that man comes.
Okay.
But these days, because of work situation, these ladies leave the house earlier than they are supposed to. So their independence maybe it's to about 95 degrees. And so between the time they leave the house and the time they marry, it's a challenge.
Wow.
It's a big challenge. So there are certain things mothers should still be telling them, but because they leave the house very early, they don't listen or they don't hear those things. So there are a lot. I say it's a chunk of whole thing. You see, those days, this guy will spend time with you on the phone. talking. Now when he comes, that thing cannot go on.
Wow.
You see, so sometimes there will be a communication deficiency.
But mommy, what if that thing that the man was doing is what actually made the lady fall in love with him? Don't you think that if the man stops that and the lady's love decreases, it will cause problems in the house?
No, the love naturally depends on the communication only. Sometimes we have to get to some understanding.
Okay.
The person wants to woo you. And it's one thing wooing somebody and another thing getting to the reality.
Okay.
So you see, so there will be some communication.
There will be a time that reality will hit you. The things that he used to do, he will not do them anymore.
Sometimes not the way he does it previously.
Okay.
But there will be some depreciation of a sort. So these are some of the and to some of us who have not read, to some of us who have not studied, when these things begin to happen, it's like all hell is broken on our heads.
Oh.
You see, and so it's a whole lot. It's a chunk.
Okay.
Else, what about if you got married early around that time? Sooner or later, there is a child. Do you think you will be having time to be doing those things? I'm not saying we should stop doing it, but then there must be a limitation. So these are some of the things that becomes a shock to some of our women.
Okay.
He doesn't love me these days. We don't take into consideration what is militating against that thing.
So, Daddy, please, what are some realities you can also share with our young men?
Well, when you marry is a responsibility. When you are a single man, you can go to work, come back tired, take a tea, and go to bed, and nobody will kill you. But as soon as you go and bring somebody's daughter into your house, the ball game changes. Even if you don't have, you have to go and find it.
Wow.
Or hell will break loose. All right?
Yes, sir.
Women don't like broken men.
Oh, okay. But some women are managing broke men.
Yes, but not for long.
Okay. A woman can't manage a broke man for long.
Manage you for long.
Okay.
They'll begin to complain.
Okay.
But that is not their nature.
Okay.
It's the nature of a man to give, to provide. So it is your responsibility to provide.
Wow.
So you need to understand that your wife will be expecting that today is prepaid, all right? When prepaid goes off, it comes back immediately. Water bill is paid, rent is paid. There's no confusion there. All right?
Yeah.
Your wife, women will have to do their hair maybe twice, or if that is, the woman is like my own, that will spare me maybe once in 2 weeks.
Okay.
But there are those that are very
3 days.
Are very careful about their body. So the salon, they want to go there every week. So you should know that saying I love you to somebody's daughter simply means I'm ready to bear the burden.
But Daddy, taking care of angry, the wife is not supporting. The wife is not bringing anything to the table.
Right.
But he is capable. But he is complaining. He is spending too much.
Yeah. So if you are spending too much, come to the table. All right.
Okay.
Put the matter before the discussion table.
Okay.
I think that's this and this and this, and so can you
assist?
All right.
Okay.
Or you place yourself. You should have a budget.
Okay.
So there should be what can be spent and what cannot be spent. So you know your salary. At the end of the month, you have electricity to buy. You have water to buy, to pay for. If you have not given birth yet, that's good. You have to take transportation to office and back. All is inside that. All right. If you're a Christian, you go to church. So all those things are there. So you have to budget your income.
Okay.
And let madam know that this is the budget.
Okay.
And because this is the income, this is the budget. So there are certain expenditures that cannot be accommodated.
But do you have to do that budget with your wife? or you would, because you are the head, you would have to do it alone and let the lady accept it that way?
It can be Jojo.
Okay.
We can talk about it. All right. There's nothing wrong with talking to your wife about the expenditure.
Okay.
So these are the expenditures that are supposed to be. Okay. So I will go for, first of all, the things that are necessary.
Okay.
Electricity, water, this, and then food for the house, and then if there are children, school fees. Okay.
Yes.
So if your wife has any other request, and you look at those requests, I will ask my wife to write the request.
Okay.
And then I'll look at the request, and then I'll tell you, this is what I can accommodate this month.
Okay.
The rest of them will go to the next month.
Okay. So
you will have to, everything has to be discussed.
Okay. It has to be discussed.
The man should know that marriage is a responsibility.
Okay.
It is also sacrifice. When you are dating and you are friendly, you take your girlfriend out once in a blue. So if you spend 500 Ghana cedi, it's not a big deal. It doesn't. You don't feel it.
Okay.
But marriage is a continuous thing. You are going to live the whole year. So it will call for sacrifice.
Okay.
There are times that you will have to let go of what you have to have in order to sustain the home.
Okay.
So as a man, you cannot complain. I'm not having anything. It is a call to sacrifice, and you are investing for tomorrow, and you will reap the investment. All right. So, but for now, you will have to understand that you will have to invest, and then also you as a man, emotionally you must be mature.
Okay.
You are the head of the home. There are things that will go wrong that you may not be happy, but there's a way in which you must handle it.
Okay.
Women will talk. Women, 90% when they talk, the issues are gone. You hear them, the issues are gone. But for you as a man, you will have to deal with the consequences of whatever it is.
Okay.
So you have to have more emotional maturity than your wife.
Okay.
And so that when there are conflicts, you as a man should be able to step aside and let matters die and probably raise it later. When things are all right. So that call of leadership is there.
Okay.
So you are called to always be a leader
in your home. Okay. So since we've spoken a lot about finances, Mommy, I would want to ask you this question: how should a woman handle the situation where she becomes the main financial provider of the family? A case where the man is, let's say, just lazy to go out there and look for something to do, and the burden is on the lady. How should she handle such situation?
Thank you. I was in a meeting somewhere, and this lady said for 4 years the man is not working.
Okay. And
you see the work the woman was doing, I cried within. Like she renders janitorial services to people and four children. So at the end of the day, by God's grace, this man had a job. So she was looking forward to the fact that, okay, so over now, take over your responsibility. Okay. And you know what the man told him?
No, please.
But you have been doing it when I was not working, so why can't you continue?
Wow.
So these are some of the things women go through. You see, so I don't know why a man should idle about when you know that you are the head of the house and then you are supposed to be the main provider. Although it becomes a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
But this is a situation, and it is a journey too. You see, this is a situation where you are on, I don't know why is this satanic? I mean, is somebody bewitching that man not to work? And we know that marriage is not for boys, it's for men. So you should be in a situation that you are sure you can take care of your house before marrying. Sometimes too, I place the blame on the women. You see, we were in a course and it was like ministers who do counseling. If you want to do this counseling well, put off your clerical colors.
Okay.
Put it off. Because maybe somebody will bring a man that he wants to marry. And maybe God has given you some gift you can see. And you are realizing that this marriage,
it won't work.
But how dare you tell the lady?
Yeah.
You see, sometimes you have a difficult. So I asked them, what did Jethro do to Moses? He didn't give Moses counsel. He actually advised Moses that what you are doing now, you will kill yourself.
Okay.
Get 70-70, get 50-50, and then get a leader over them. You see, so the man is not willing to work. In fact, the woman has to seek for help.
Okay.
Traditionally, we have, sometimes they say go to the elders.
Okay.
That is where you have battled it out with the man, and it's not working. Tradition will tell you that go to the elders. But then, are those elders too well able to handle the situation? If not, then you can, if indeed counselors, you can even go to some counselors to help, or your pastor. Unless maybe somebody has bewitched that man not to work. But let's look at the situation now. But Galatians tells us who has bewitched you. So maybe somebody has bewitched this man. See your children go to school, this time feeding fee, whatever, and you don't want to work. Marriage being a shared responsibility, I don't know. This woman will suffer. So she should seek for help. She should seek for help.
So seek for help. Man of God, a situation like what Mommy said, let's say the lady is depressed about that and some other things, and then she doesn't know what to do. What would be your advice to that lady or even that man?
Well, in a situation where there's a lot of
Problems.
And the woman have done her best.
Yeah.
To try to get it solved.
Okay.
The Bible says that when you have an issue with an individual, you go and talk to the person.
Okay.
Say if he doesn't agree, say go with 2 witnesses. If he say he doesn't agree, say go with the elders.
Sure.
There are procedures you follow.
Sure.
Okay.
So you see that when we do marriage, usually in the family, there are 2 individuals that are always donated or volunteered by both families. So the man's side will nominate 2 people. The woman's side will nominate 2 people to stand in surety for the marriage. Those people are there for that purpose. So when there are issues that you have built among yourself and you are not able to solve them, you are required to go to them to get them to intervene. Now, if you do that and it's still not working, then they say bring in the elders. So the church pastors and the leadership of it. But the challenge with men is that a lot of the men use blackmail their wives.
Okay.
When they somehow report them.
Okay.
So a lot of women are afraid to report
their husbands
because of that emotional blackmail. But you see, it will be better for you to do it than to allow that blackmail. But there are times that somebody have to talk sense into them.
Okay.
All right, to know that he's not doing what he's supposed to. So there are times you have to rise and report the matter to somebody who can speak to him, so that he can see sense in what you are saying. And then also, when it becomes emotionally difficult for you, look for a counselor.
Okay.
Or clinical psychologist to talk to. Now, as a pastor, when you come before me and I talk to you, there are times I see that your issue is beyond prayer.
Okay.
Now, sometimes that's some of the also the challenge that we pastors are facing.
Okay.
You see, we must understand that there are professions in this thing that we do. So you are not only there to just to pray and say the Bible says. No. We are also to prefer solutions to it. So there are times people bring their issues to me, and I feel that no, after I've prayed, this person needs to speak to a clinical psychologist.
Okay.
You understand? So as to be able to help that person for the person to emotionally heal. So we will need to. It's just like a medical doctor. When the person thinks that this particular issue is not my specialty, he refers the matter to the person who has a specialty in mind.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with a pastor referring a church member to a clinical psychologist.
Okay. Okay.
To help that individual to come out of that issue.
Okay. Yes, please.
So it's both sides.
Okay.
It's both sides.
So,
but we can't leave prayer out.
Okay.
So prayer is key.
It's key. It's key.
So we can't leave prayer out. So whilst you are praying, you will have to take practical steps to ensure that you solve the problem. So you are prayed, you are fasted. That is good. But there are steps you follow. Get somebody to talk to that man. And you yourself also talk to somebody.
Okay.
Excuse me, then I also realized this word depressed, like the pastor said,
Yes,
it's a clinical term.
Okay. Okay.
You see, in the Bible, we can have downcast, like in Psalm 43, verse 5. David says, why are you cast down, my soul? Hope in God. But with the depression, we are taking the first part now. So it's not out of place if the pastor says, after prayer, go see a psychologist who can work on it. But you see that the pastors who are, sometimes prayer, and the woman is dying slowly, and so we have to come to terms with some of these things.
Okay.
It happens. As for depression, whether in marriage, it happens. It happens. But where this woman is dying slowly, I think she needs help.
So please, how should couples handle there are some major shocks that, people are not expecting at all. That young girl is not expecting that. And that young guy too is not expecting that. I would like us to talk about some major shocks that happens in our day-to-day lives today and how the young couples should handle it. Firstly is cheating. How should a Christian couple especially go about such sensitive thing?
I don't know when this lady realized that the husband is cheating. I don't know. So you see, in courtship, we say, open your eyes.
Okay.
And my sisters will not open their eyes. You see, open your eyes wide. You see, and they tend to go, when I marry him, he will change. And that is a problem. I believe that when the person is cheating, he's only unmasking something he has been doing before. You see, so when the person is cheating, maybe help, you seek help. Because in Christianity too, I think divorce is not the final option of a sort. Sometimes we advise, work on it. But if we have actually done our work well, when it comes to, doing courtship, and those people have taken time to steady themselves. I'm talking about temperament.
Okay.
If they have steadied themselves. Because see, this sanguinta goes about talking, and they are loose. So they can be loose to anything. But basically, we say that this cheating too can when the person is not satisfied in the marriage.
Okay.
When the person is not satisfied.
Is it sexual satisfaction?
Can be total. Sometimes we zero into only sexual satisfaction. But emotional something too can be inside. Really zero in.
Yeah.
So we should open our eyes wide. Open our
So,
eyes.
thank you so much. Please open your eyes wide. Mommy says, open your eyes wide. You should be able to tell if that partner can cheat on you or not. But you know, sometimes, mommy, it is funny that some people are very careful that because they want you at all costs, they hide that aspects of them, and then they think that finally I have gotten you. So they now bring it out. You know, there are situations like that. It is not everything that you see in courtship.
Actually.
In fact, a lot of we had one of our episodes, one of our guests was saying that a lot of relationships today are full of pretense.
Sure.
They are full of pretense. There are a lot of things that we don't see in the relationship. You'll be surprised. There was a story I heard that people, a young girl and a young woman and a young guy, have dated for 8 years. And then, mommy, to your shock, to the lady's shock, when they got married, the very first year, that was when the lady found out that the husband was a drug abuse. That was when the wife found out that he drinks, he smokes, he does all of these things. And all in this 8 years, the wife never saw it. The lady never saw it in the relationship that the man does something of that sort. When they go out and they want to take a drink, the man will insist that he wants a soft drink. She never saw anything like that. So in situations like that, what do? In fact, and when it also has to do with sexual and physical abuse, because in the lady's story I heard, the man was even beating him, serious ones. So in a situation like that, where there is pretense in the relationship, and then you go into it, and the man is everything that you never expected. Man of God, please, how do you go about it?
That's a serious matter. You know what? I don't think that the lady did not. Probably she ignored.
Sure.
Because if the person is a smoker, you can tell from the lips, the hands. All right. So if you were careful in examining the man, you would have known that he smokes.
Okay.
Okay. Now we advise us also that when you are in courtship, you should sometimes take unannounced visit to your partner.
Okay.
Because if it's somebody that is a crafter, so he has crafted a script, and he's acting it.
Sure.
So if you don't do unannounced, you see, every time you are going there, you call, and then he will tell you the time to come and all those things, and then so you will not be able to get it.
Okay.
But if you do unannounced visitation, you will have. But now you're already in the situation, you're already in the soup, you're getting married. This is the issue. You will first of all again have to get people to come in. You will have to get people to come into this meeting to try to get the situation solved. Now the man will be required to have to go through rehabilitation.
Okay.
If it's drug abuse, that man will have to go through rehabilitation, and you will have to insist on it.
Okay.
All right. Well, if it gets to physical abuse, hitting you and everything, we have had instances where men have killed their wife. All right. So you cannot endanger your life on the basis of love.
So that is talking about endangering your life. You are in a situation where your husband beats you. We hear instances where people die out of that. Can there ever be can you ever advise somebody going through that to divorce?
First of all, what we can do is to first of all ask for what we call separation.
Okay.
Not divorce.
Okay.
You have to ask for separation. So in that separation, then they will be given opportunity and there will be a rumor. Okay, so that's where I say that then the pastors must allow professionals to come into this matter.
Okay.
Because anybody that is an abuser, beat people, do this, is more mental in nature, or is psyche. All right. if the person was growing up saw the father beating the mother, he grew up with that thing. So it's a disease that he has carried along.
Oh, okay.
He cannot change it one day. He will be required. He will need a professional psychologist to help him to come out of it. So he might not be doing it because the wife have done anything that requires that he should be beaten. All right, but because that is what he saw.
Sure.
Okay, so he sees it as normal.
Wow.
Beating wife is normal. All right, so you will have to look for somebody to come in, and then professionals will be brought into the matter.
Okay.
Be able to help such a man, and both the man and the wife to go through and navigate.
Okay. Okay.
To see possibly the man could be rehabilitated.
Okay.
And then the woman also could be, because the beating also have its own consequences.
Yeah, on the lady. Yeah.
All right. When it has to do with cheating, we will first of all have to. Usually we deal with the surface.
Okay.
All right. So we deal with the wife will go fighting the woman. That's probably the husband is cheating.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's a pity because you are actually dealing with the wrong person. Because women do not propose to a man. It's a man that proposes to a woman. Women don't chase men. It's men that chase women.
Okay.
All right. The best at best, what the woman can do is to seduce. But you see, the man will have to consent to. He will not, if he is only seduced because he himself was already looking for it.
He was warming up for it.
All right. He was a secret admirer.
Okay.
All right. So
Yes, sir.
as we say, all right. And so he's looking for that way. So first of all, we'll have to take our time to diagnose if it is not something that the man was already into it before the marriage. You will have to take your time to look at what actually led him into it.
Okay.
Because you see, also, whilst we think that it is only men that abuse women, there are also women who are
Abuse men, yeah.
And you see, verbal abuse is more dangerous than physical abuse. The only thing is that for physical abuse, you see the effect very easy. But for verbal abuse, the scar is very deep and it's difficult for people to see. So even the man comes to tell you that the wife is abusing, you will not believe it. And so women also verbally abused men.
Men, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if the situation is as a result of the woman doing certain things that is pushing the man away from the house, then you will have to address those issues. Otherwise, the man will always go and look for hell or heaven. But men want peace of mind.
Yeah.
So if you don't give him peace in the house, the Bible says it's better to live in the corner of the house than to live in a mansion with a nagging wife.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so thank you so much, man of God. That was powerful. Please, thank you all for staying up until this point. I can see that even you staying is telling me that you are really enjoying the show, because I mean, we have a 13-year-old experienced man of God and a 40-year-old woman of God experienced in marriage. So I'm not surprised you are here up till now, and we are so happy that you are still on. So we want to take a few comments, please. If you have any question at this point, this is the time for you to keep it coming. We have our guests here. Maybe you cannot approach them in town and ask your questions. So please, this is your only chance to ask that question that you've always been wanting to ask. They are professionals, and by the grace of God, they are anointed, and I'm sure that whatever they will tell you, if you are going to work with it, you are going to do well with your marriage. So we want to take few comments and few questions. If you have any, please send it in. But I have a few here. Roots Coffee. Okay, I think that's Mrs. King Kwabena. He says, "Thank you, Reverend Mrs." And Apostle Felix Henry Dowu is also watching. Thank you so much, Daddy. Bright Babanao says that preparing for marriage involves 3 key ingredients, such as practical readiness, spiritual readiness, emotional readiness. Thank you so much. I think he is just listing down the things that our guests are pointing to us. And then Yao Ampa is saying that not every issue in marriage is about prayer alone. Sometimes you need to take practical steps alongside prayer. Thank you, Pastor George Excel. So please, thank you so much for staying up until this point. I want you to send your comments in, send your questions, and we would ask our guests, and by the grace of God, they will help you navigate through it. Thank you all so much. So I want us to talk about our next thing. What are some marriage problems that should never be tolerated? That should never be tolerated. I know that as Christians, like you said earlier, divorce is never the final say. But then what are some things that should not be tolerated at all and may lead to separation or even the divorce you are talking about? Because people, whether we like it or not, have died in the name of marriages. And I don't think as Christians we would want to bury our brothers or our sisters in the name of marriage. So what is that point that you will get to that you feel that no, I can't take it anymore and something needs to be done, aside you seeing the elders, aside you speaking to people? What are some of the things that that this is it for you and you shouldn't tolerate it? Mrs. Lati.
Thank you. See, the preparation, to me, the preparation is very paramount. Because that man who now insults the woman, you are a cheap girl. Maybe you have children with the lady now. What has really happened? Wow. That man who is now, the lady is now realizing that he is a liar. Maybe the lady saw it initially, but like Pastor said, we ignore it. We actually ignore these red flags. You see? And sometimes I don't know how just to put it. Because it's disheartening. Very, 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 very disheartening. For you to see somebody you love. You see, you love yourself, and then it gets to a point that everything becomes haywire. What is happening? Is that the preparation time that we didn't take time? Or we didn't wait on God? Didn't we see even the red flags? In fact, it baffles my mind. Sometimes I sit down and when I'm thinking about it, I'm really, really not getting it. You see, but when we were saying, I love you, till death do us part and those things, we didn't know what was in the man I'm going to traveling with. He had his bag. I also have mine.
Yours.
So when we got home, when he opened his, I saw skulls in his bag. He too saw worms in my bag. You see, so if really we want to journey together, we will sit down and talk about how we can discard those things, basically. But men, like Pastor said, will blackmail the women. And a woman will come to talk to you. Like the guys will say, that is, I don't want you to talk, because I say, let's bring the man too. Let's sit down and talk. Then most women will say, like, I'm not saying call him. I just came that you give me counsel. And it doesn't solve the problem. Where one side is saying what she should do or he should do, and then the other side doesn't know anything. It becomes something else. I'm still not getting it.
So, Mommy, how long do you think that young people should court before they get married?
Like you said, 8 years.
8 years.
You said 8 years, and the lady didn't see
the red flags. Yeah.
You see. And so, I don't remember the pastor will be in the right position to
tell us the time.
Yes, because it's preparedness.
Because I believe there are even marriages who they dated for 1 year and is successful by the grace of God.
Sure.
I even believe there are some 6 months is successful.
Sure.
I believe there are some 5 years and today it's full of fights. Yes. Yeah. So Daddy, how
they can't have
duration.
Sure.
They can't have
A
enough
tag.
time. But those who are 13 years, they are still learning.
Okay. Okay.
Mom will tell you she's 40 years and
So
she's still learning.
Okay.
So we can't know each other
fully. And people change too.
In fact, what is important is that you must have enough knowledge to be able to deal with the changes as they come.
Yes.
Right. So you should know probably temperament.
Okay.
Have a fair idea about the type of temperament that we have. Okay, because psychologists will tell you that there are 4 different groups of temperaments. Each one of them in the way you behave.
Okay.
So sometimes you find out that what actually attracted the couples together is what is bringing the problem in the house. So a young lady sees a young guy who is joking, share jokes, crack jokes, and she's happy. That's the kind of guy I want to marry. All right, and then he gets into marriage and discover that not every joke is a joke.
Okay.
All right, because the joke was happening just once in a week, maybe they meet at church, and the brother jokes. And this sister is a quiet, introvert lady. All right, which there are times that you want to be left alone.
Yeah.
And this is the time
the guy wants to joke.
The guy wants to joke.
And it will be annoying.
So the very thing that attracted you to the brother is now
annoying.
A problem.
An annoyance. So they should learn the temperament.
Okay.
And be ready to let their spouse be individual in marriage.
Okay.
That is to say that let your husband, if he's an introvert, have his life as an introvert.
Okay.
So there are times you have to, when you can see that he wants to be left alone, allow him to leave.
You should read the room.
You should not read the room.
No, I'm saying read the room. Like
don't disturb him with questions and all those things. Let him have his space. He can be just lying on the bed. He doesn't want to talk.
So you don't always have to be clingy and all that.
It's not every time going to be, because that is the nature of it. Or that's the nature of the system. There are times that they want to have their own space. You know, like me, I can stay in my office with my office assistant for a week and I've not said anything, except I have anything to say to you.
But there are couples that maybe, like, for example, one person doesn't like it when the other person touches him or her, except it's time for action.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So there are temperaments, and every temperament and what they like and what they dislike. You must be able to, you must have knowledge of it. There are books that are bound for you to know all the temperaments. So when you cite this brother and you say, that is the brother I want to marry, discover his temperament. All right, and read more about his temperament. Read the strength and read the weakness of his temperament. So that when he begins to manifest his temperament in the house, because now it's 24/7, you are going to live
Sure.
You wouldn't be surprised. So you'll be able to adapt to him. As I said, so when you know that the man is an introvert person, there are times you want to have his freedom. Even though you are couples, you still want to have some space, be alone, talk to nobody, do anything. You should be able to allow him to have that space. The same also with the husband. You know, there are men that are not happy when their wives are relating with other men.
Yes.
It's temperamental.
Yes.
It's an issue of temperament. They are possessive. So when you now say you want a brother that is all over you, you're ready. When he marries you, you cannot have friends who are male. Are you ready? If I'm not ready, then don't go. Because that man is going to insist that you don't have any male friend apart from him. All right, so your knowledge that you have about him will help you to be able to understand that this is the person I'm marrying, and therefore these are the things I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that you, if I get you right, simply put, you are saying that all boils down to communication. Okay. So we want to, I believe our time is a little okay. My producer says we should continue because you guys are really enjoying the show. You should continue. So who is responsible for teaching couples about marriage, and when should the couples take help from a third party in marriage? Who is responsible in society? Is it the parents? Is it the our churches, like the counseling session? How is it really supposed to be? Who is responsible for teaching us all the things we need to know? Because people go into marriages, and if it doesn't work, they tend to blame one person. Today we want to know who that person is. We want to know who is responsible for at least teaching that, so that maybe perhaps they also do not know. They will now hear that, okay, so they are responsible for teaching this and that, because they may not know all, Yes. So, mommy, who do you think? You've been married for 40 years. So who do you think is responsible for teaching the young people all these things before they enter into marriage?
I have said it and I want to repeat it.
Okay, please.
Our parents should start it.
Our parents
should start it. We shouldn't take it for granted at all. We shouldn't take it for granted. Now, when you read Titus 2, it says, the elderly women, those women who are trained, it shouldn't be any other elderly women.
Okay.
Those who have been trained,
okay,
they are in the position to train the young women.
Okay.
You see, so I'm thinking by the scriptures.
Okay.
And from what I said earlier on, our mothers should start it. Things are happening.
Yes.
Things are really, because I won't understand a mother who have not taught the girl, diligence or hard work, or have put the girl into a career to fetch her money, only to tell the girl who come in and be bringing money home. You see? So on this note, I am saying the mothers should start it. The elderly women will continue. And if only those young women too will make themselves available, if only they will humble themselves. Because these days, our digital world,
yes,
they know more than
young
the
ladies
elderly.
are proud.
Yes, they know more than the elderly women.
Okay.
So basically, our parents should start.
So, mommy, because you are a mother, I want to ask you this question before I move to daddy. What are some challenges that ladies face? When they give birth, there are some changes in their bodies and all that, and sometimes it brings issues in the house. So I would like you to speak to our men out there how they should handle that, and some of the things that they should expect that will change in the lady when she puts to bed, because I believe that things are no longer the same when the lady puts to bed.
Okay, thank you. You see, he said that the men too, if you are a boy or you are a guy and you actually stayed with your mother,
okay,
and you are not the only child, but you have siblings, you will realize that when your mother gave birth to your sister, of course, certain things happened to her. So you see, when you translate it to your wife to going through the same experiences, I don't think it will be a bother.
Okay.
You see, because this breast, is up. Now the lady has put to bed. The breast seems to be sucking now. Sometimes we even lose our physique. Those days, she dresses and she's like the Coca-Cola bottle. But now with birth, you see certain things protruding and other things relapsing. You see, this breast tend to, a whole lot. There are changes. This mother becomes touchy. Somebody who has put to bed becomes touchy. hot-tempered because she has never breastfed before. Now somebody is sucking the breast. She has never, what women go through. Talk about the uterus thing. You see, so inconveniences here and there. So I said from the beginning, if our men have actually watched their mothers, if they are not the only, children, and they have watched their mothers, they have also observed. We learn by observation.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bother when their wife is also going through such a situation because you already have an idea. So you'll not be fighting that woman who wants to breastfeed. Although you look displaced because the woman is now breastfeeding. Those days, you were playing with the breast. Sometimes you even went about sucking the breast. Now you can't suck the milk and throw it away. The child should be, so they become displaced because the woman is bonding with, the child. So as for the physique, that is what I only say. There will be a change, but not to also add to. So the women should also not relapse like that. There are 1, 2, 3 things you can do to actually
get yourself
to get yourself in order.
Together. Okay.
The woman will automatically change.
Okay, Daddy. So let's talk relatively. Let's talk about sexual changes after childbirth. How should the man handle that? The woman is not expecting that, has not been told, but there has already been hormonal changes to the extent that sometimes she doesn't even want to have sex. And sometimes this pushes the men away. Sometimes she doesn't want you to hold her and all that. So let's come down to that level. How are you supposed to handle it as a man?
Well, as a man, you'll have to support your wife in this season. Again, it goes back to our profession.
Okay.
Where we have to learn a lot. And thankfully, social media has made a lot of information available that we have no excuse. So as an educated man, you should be able to Google and find out what are the changes that a woman goes through when they are pregnant.
Okay.
Or what are the changes when they go through when they give birth. Okay. So if you have read it, you will discover that women, when they give birth or when they are into their pregnancy stages, they have psychological challenges. And they get into a certain mood.
Okay.
And when they give birth to, they get in the mood will have to now gradually change back to what it used to be before they got
and sometimes it may not even go back.
Sometimes it may not even go back. So you have to learn all those things. And then if there is a need to seek again professional advice.
Okay.
For there are women who give birth, and after they have given birth, they have issues that they will be relating on themselves all throughout their lives. You cannot just, you will have to seek medical advice on what to do to help your wife. So let me say it this way to my men.
Okay.
It's when you buy a brand new car. It's a brand new car.
Yes, sir.
But to get that car to be like what it used to be before when you bought it, it will require you twice what you spend in buying that car.
Wow.
So what I'm saying that when you married your wife new, your wife look beautiful, smart,
all shiny.
Yeah. So if you want your wife to look like that, then you'll have to spend for her to look like that.
Keep her standard.
So if you can't do that, then don't complain. If you are not making those resources available for her to look the sharp you want her to look, then don't complain. Because you don't expect her to go and get the resources from elsewhere to look the sharp you want her to look. So it's what you provide for her, it's what she's using to do what she can do. But again, by saying that women also, the little your husband has given you can still do something about it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do something about there's corset and all manner of things that are available
Man of God.
to help you to
Sure.
keep yourself
Man of God
at a
says there's
certain level.
corset.
All right.
Okay.
So there are things that you can do to assist you to keep the shape that you used to. Not up to what you used to have, but at least certain.
Okay. So Reverend McNulty is watching. Selaxi Vera Isiel is watching. Eric John says accurate submissions. Selassie Vera Excel says that is deep, Pastor George. Reverend McNulty says, what a blessing if only my generation will listen and obey. Very important. If only my generation will listen and obey. Eric says interesting. Bright Baba now says, I think both parties must first of all understand that there is never a smoke without fire. We should find where are these fireworks and emanating from and deal with the roots. Bright Baba says, I'm enjoying it. Mavis Kwakwa says, I am really enjoying the show. The program needs more time. Okay, but Baba now says the program needs more time. We are almost getting to 2 hours, viewers. We are almost getting to 2 hours. Hagar Ohini says, nice topic, great. Wow. Thank you all so much for staying up until this point. Mommy, let's talk about the situation where the man impregnates his wife, she gives birth, and then the children now become the concentration. And then you see that the wife feels left aside. He doesn't have that husband in the children's father anymore. She only see the man as the children's father because the man has stopped playing such he has stopped giving her that emotional support and all that. Please, what's your take on that, or what do you have to say?
We should not forget that one day these children will leave the house.
Okay.
See, and it will be left with the man and the wife.
Okay.
So what should rather happen is that they should rather put into their emotional bank. You see, they should have time to actually share ideas, quality time to talk. You see, because the children will one day they will leave the house. And so I am saying that they should sit down, you see, open and honest communication. This is what is going on. I have realized that let's find a way of fixing it, other than just leaving it the way it is. It's a shared responsibility. It's seriously a shared responsibility. The children belongs to two of them. The two of them. It is not one person whose children they are. So sit down and then work around. I've seen men carrying their children to the weighing. After birth, maybe the mother is going to work. I don't know how they do it. But when these men go there, they are the first to be served. So you see that the mother is also saying that the father is also interested. And it brings a bonding. They should not be dumped on either the mother or the father. It's their own children. So basically, this is what I can say. They should sit down and talk. Open and honest communication as to how to fix it. Especially when they are new people, new couples, maybe having their first child.
Yeah.
Since they haven't gotten knowledge, they have to fix it. They have to learn how to fix it.
Sure. Okay, thank you so much. Daddy, please, a situation whereby the lady is overwhelmed with house chores, newly in the marriage, they have children, and she's overwhelmed. She's just tired. Sometimes I grew in a home where my sister, after putting to bed, came to stay with my mother, and there are days she'll just be crying for no reason. I believe it's hormonal changes, but also she's just tired of all these responsibilities. And then sometimes they don't go to their parents, but they take care of their children in the house, and they add other house chores, other house duties, taking care of the family and all that. Do you think that there should be a need for help, can the lady seek for help?
Yes and no. You know, our generation is missing what mommy's generation had. And mommy's generation are depriving us of what they have. And so we have to charge them for that.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Mommy's generation had their mothers coming to stay with them for a year.
A year.
Probably.
Oh.
Today, mommy doesn't stay with my sister for more than 3 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 weeks.
I did it for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
I did it for 6
All right, but
months.
today you have mothers doing it for 2 weeks and they're gone.
Oh.
You see, that is what sustained their marriage and help their daughters to be able to manage that stress.
Okay.
But we are not getting it. So it means that the men will have to step into that shoe.
Okay.
Because again, that is one of the problem with the charismatic churches.
Okay.
You have labeled everybody a witch.
Mm.
And so if my mother wants to come, my wife is opening one eye.
Mhm.
If my mother-in-law wants to come, I am opening one eye.
Wow.
All right? We are not saying that that does not exist. It is impossible to say that every mother-in-law
It's a witch.
and therefore depriving young people what they need. Because today, because of education, you can't have house helps again. Today we are turning them all into what they call it now, human trafficking. Because we are signing and all manner. So we are now saying that whenever you pick somebody from the village to Accra, it's human trafficking. So husbands again, you have a duty.
But man of God,
To
there are
assist
husbands who are very busy.
Yes,
They may not fill in the gap.
and you are busy. So if you are busy and you have the resources, there are 2 steps you can do.
Okay.
Can you get your mother
Okay.
to come and assist? But I'm saying that today we are not getting because mommy is working. All right?
Yeah.
My mother is working.
Okay.
So who is leaving their work to come and take care of our children? Okay?
Yeah.
Because of this, you are a witch. That is a witch. We are refusing also to send them to their mother. The other option would have been, okay, then, honey, can you go to mommy for 3 months, 6 months? When you are okay, then you come back. Couples have to agree on those things. Because your mother cannot move and leave her job and come. So then you have to make that decision that, okay, then if that is the case, can we be able to convince mommy for you to go back
to the house?
Now, if your wife is going to the mother, then it means that it's just ADHD. Because you cannot dump her on your mother-in-law to take care of your wife and chat for you. So you have to, it may not be too much, but you have to send resources to take care of. So those decisions have to be taken by the couple. Now that we cannot get our in-laws, I had that privilege. But there are others that may not have it.
Okay.
So now that you cannot have it, can we then do it the other way?
But Daddy, can you seek for helps that can come and go?
You know, I am a little bit reluctant when it comes to helps today.
Okay.
Because some of the helps later on brings more problems for you. Because of the women.
Okay.
As much as we agree that you are exhausted and you need them, some of the women become so loose that they allow the helps to take all their responsibilities. And you see, when I was talking with my wife, I told my wife, no matter how rich we become and we have house help, I said, don't let any house help serve me. Because you see, when the house help is coming to serve me, the same way my wife will parade in her body, is the same way she will parade her body.
Sure.
Okay.
Because she's doing madame's job.
Sure.
And as long as she's doing madame's job, the way madame will walk to the table,
That's
when
how
she's
she
going
works.
back, I'll be watching the back. And I don't want to take a role for myself. You know, then we are attracted by what we see.
Yeah.
But so no matter how rich I become, do not allow a maid. If you cannot serve me, let me know. I'll go to the kitchen myself
Okay.
and fetch it. And many women become so loose and allow such things to happen. The house help can cook. But when it comes to the serving, get her from the bed and go and do the same.
Okay. Okay. Thank you
Wow.
so much. Thank
All
you
right?
so much.
She shouldn't be the one to lay the bed. Your bed, no. No matter how some people come and help me in my house, my bedroom is a secret place.
No.
Not even a brother. Not even a brother of the church. Switch my bedroom.
Wow.
I do it myself, my wife is not. There are certain places I go nowhere.
Oh.
My wife does not allow my in-law, my mother-in-law, no mother, to enter our bedroom.
Wow.
Nor sleep on our bed.
Wow.
Because you have to, as a couple, you must have
set boundaries
where they can, what can be done, what cannot be done. So I'm not against
having helps,
but I'm reluctant in suggesting that to a lot of the young ladies today, because we are too in a hurry to be relaxed.
Okay.
So if they can assure me of that, then why not?
If they can assure you that when they are being served by the helps, they will not watch the bottles.
No. If they can assure me that they will serve their husband the food, so they made their own bed, and that one I will agree.
Now you agree.
Somebody to come and help them.
Wow. And then if you are not lucky and the house help is more beautiful than your wife.
Overtaking is allowed.
Overtaking is also allowed.
Okay, so we want to take a.
So you must know your husband.
That's why I say men will always be men.
Oh yes, because we are, you see, if any man tells you, that's one of the problems that is happening in our system, that we are not allowing people to be what, to be self. We are making people to live a pretentious life, and that is dangerous. If any man says that he has married today, and he can tell me that he has never seen a woman, that he has to look at the woman twice,
for him to fall into a gutter,
that is not a man. All right. The difference between the one that is self-control and the one that misbehaves is that word discipline. To tell myself that I am married and no other woman is better than my wife. But for the look, you will look.
For the look,
and you will fall into the gutter.
And you will fall into gutters. And so there's no man that can say that another woman, after marrying the wife, another woman have not caught his attention. It's not true. And any woman that you think that if you make your husband to not to be able to do that, then you are in danger. Your husband should be able to look at a woman that's
wow.
Then he has ceased to be a man. That's why I said, so as a man, you will have to put restrictions.
Okay. Because you can be tempted.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to put restrictions.
Okay.
What you can do, what you cannot do, what you can accept, what you cannot accept. And we are not wood.
Daddy says, don't be a superhuman because you are not. You can easily be tempted.
With the anointing, we are still not wood.
Man of God, with the anointing, you are still not wood. Okay, thank you so much. Daddy is just being real with us. So we want to take a few questions. Daniel Mensah Blessed Man is saying that, is it necessary that in a relationship, dating both genders must share, in a relationship dating, both genders must share their past life to each other? I want to know, please. Mommy.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Because sharing their past life have landed some people into trouble. So I landed them into trouble. Because this lady was bold enough to tell the spouse, the would-be spouse, okay, I have done an abortion before. And so when they married and children were not forthcoming, that was her woe.
Wow.
Because you aborted, that is why you are not giving birth. But some people also take it that this is the woman I am marrying, and this had been her past. Because people have married, excuse me, even prostitute before. But by God's grace, He sets them on the ladder. So it's yes or no. Yes and no. Yes and no. If only by, and then knowing your man too, if he's that type. If it's that type. If it's that type. And women, sometimes, I pity our women, they go to the center of even telling everything about their family to their men. And the men are zipped. So immediately you get into the marriage, that becomes your problem. So it is yes and no. Knowing the man, even if you know the person, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. And he will be using. There is a case that this lady told the would-be spouse that my mom, both mom and dad divorced because my father likes taking in alcohol, and that brought about. He's using that thing against the woman, and even adding. He's now adding what the lady has not said. He's adding. That is why your mother does. That is why your mother does. You know. So it is yes and no, depending on the university you attended.
Okay, so Noel Owusu is saying that, can you briefly tell us about the temperaments as concerned to marriage? I think this is a very huge, it's a broad thing, because he has even stated sanguine, choleric, melancholic, but please, I'm sure that's the reason why we are here. It's broad, but let's try to touch on it briefly. So can you briefly tell us about the temperament as concerned to marriage? So let's say a little about each. So sanguine, what are some of the things you should know about sanguine? If
sanguine, they are the talkatives.
Okay.
They are all over the place. So basically, let me just do it like this. We have the introverts and the extroverts.
Okay.
And so it will be very good if an intro marries an extro.
Okay.
Because you have the sanguine, the choleric, the melancholy, and then the phlegmatic. And then the sanguine and the choleric are the outgoing type.
Okay.
And the other two are the in.
Okay.
So it will be better if a sanguine will marry that talkative. You see, they sell in the vehicles, and if you don't even want to buy the medicine, you will buy it. You come on and you realize that why did I even buy this medicine? But because of how he branded the whole thing. Yes. And so this is my take. We have the intro to the extro too. So it will be better if an intro marries an intro. Imagine two intros marry. The whole day in the house, everybody is quiet. There is nothing warming in the place. But the someone who can say hey, and the whole place becomes fire. So this is just my little take on this. It's a big thing.
Okay.
It's a big thing.
Okay. So I believe the time is fast spent. Our viewers, you want more time, but unfortunately, we would have to end here. But before that, we would like to take our final words from our guests, and then we call it a day. So first of all, Pastor George, please, what will be your final words to a single lady or a gentleman out there who is preparing to get married or already in a marriage? What would be your final words to them?
Yeah, my final word to them is that marriage is good.
Okay.
And God planned it for our good. It is we who are the practitioners who are creating the problems for ourselves. So if we can marry according to the script that God has given.
Okay.
In Ephesians chapter 5, 22 down. Then we will succeed. If we don't allow the world sentiment into our marriage, where people say, so these things are for this is this. But if we can live with what God has said about marriage, woman submit, man love. You can enjoy your marriage.
Okay.
With all the issues.
Okay.
Those issues are purely because we are humans. And every issue can be resolved. Okay. There's no issue that is unresolvable. Okay. Every issue can be resolved. Okay. If the two parties are willing. Okay. To make it work. So marriage is work. If they are willing to make it work, they need to be ready to work. And for those who are inside it and are thinking of checking out. When you take a plane and you are in the sky, it's suicidal to get out of it.
Mm.
That's how marriage is.
Mm.
So when you enter, it's suicidal to come out. Because your coming out has consequences that is beyond what you can do. Your children and all other things are affected. So don't check out. Don't parachute.
Okay.
Seek help where it is available.
Okay.
And then let it come through.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mommy, please, what will be your final words?
My final word is very simple.
Okay.
There are challenges in marriage.
Okay.
But the nature of the challenge doesn't matter as to how the couples will react to the challenge. Now, even Jesus told the disciples to go over. But on the sea, there was a storm. When you read Mark 4, he said, go over. But there was a storm. So there are challenges in marriage. And like the pastor said, we should seek help. We should seek help when the challenges show themselves.
Okay.
And we should be, humble enough to experiment some of the counsels we are giving. Because these days we are saying we should not advise. You should just counsel. Put the things on the table. Let the person pick. So challenges, as for challenges, it will come. The challenge will come. Whether you are married or not, it will come. Because Elijah cried after the miracle of Carmel. He was running away from Jezebel. So challenges will come. But we should seek help when we have challenges. We should not be dying in our challenges. So this is all that I want to say.
Okay, Mommy. So please, if anybody wants to consult you for counseling or anything, would you please like to put your number out there?
Okay. Okay. My number is 0242 16 7351. 0242 7351. Oh no, 0242 16 7351.
0242 16 7351. And that is Mrs. Latte's number in case you would need her for any counseling session. She's very much available to give you that godly counseling that you need. So Pastor Esel, please, would you also like to put your number out there?
050 60 90 218. 050 60 90 218.
Wow. So thank you all so much for staying glued to your seat up until this time. We would like to thank Sealess Sweet Fingers for this nice drinks here and the small chops here. She sponsored us with these things. Please, if you need anybody to do small chops or natural drinks for you for your ceremonies, please make sure you give her a call on 0546 304122. Quickly, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors once again. We want to say a very big thank you to Apostle Felix Henry Dowu of Abundant Grace Apostolic Church. You are in Community 1 and 8 environs and you want a Bible-believing church to attend, I recommend this place to you. Deacon Emmanuel Owusu, we want to say a very big thank you for always holding us down. Fredco Constructions Limited says they are into all kinds of building purposes. Please give them a call on 0549 618001. Biola Collections, they are into all kinds of clothing, male, female, and children. Please give them a call on 0557 112508. Frankma Clothing sponsored my outfit. Give her a call. She's at Tema Newtown at Assemblies of God. Call her on 0243 647 964. My makeup was done by iGlam. Please call her. She's also at Tema Newtown. Call her on 020 818 3222. A request for sponsorship as a company or individual is highly welcome. Please give us a call on 0544 96114. And yes, my name is Lady Emefa, and I have been your host for Beyond the Vows Show. I didn't do this alone. I did this with the esteemed Reverend Mrs. Letitia Latte from Living Word Ministry and the esteemed Pastor George Isel from Winners Chapel. I will see you same time next week. Until then, stay blessed and keep loving your neighbor as yourself. Bye.